Hey guys, welcome back to the show. AJ, Ryan, and we are giving you guys our top 10 list for whiskeys under 100 denarios.
Yes.
And I'm gonna go ahead and pour me a little bit
I already poured.
of my number one. Well, not this is in no specific order, but
Yeah.
we got 5 on each side. So this is Broken Barrel Cask Strength, and I just picked this up. This was sitting on the bottom shelf in one of our local stores with dust all over it. I honestly don't see anybody talking about this. They really should, because this is freaking delicious. So the point of this is they break up barrels, throw them in a big vat along with the bourbon or whiskey, and there's more surface area because of all of the broken pieces for the juice to be able to pull flavors from. So they have not only the mash bill but the oak bill on it, and the oak bill is, I assume, how much of wood from each barrel that they put into the vat. So it's like 40% is EX bourbon barrels, 40% new French oak, and then 20% sherry cask oak. It's super delicious. It's also 115 proof, and it's $50, which I think is a super steal.
That's a good deal for 115 proof cask strength. And like I say, I like that because it's balanced. That sherry, you get the sherry notes in it, but it's not overwhelming. It's got a nice balance to it. But there's a lot going on in it.
It's very complex.
Going on in it.
Also, just look at the bottle. The embossing on the front, you have the bits around the bottom that look like it came from the Peerless bottle. And then even on the top, on the wooden cork, you have, looks like laser etching. This does not look like a $50 bottle. 115 proof for, $50, man, that's just a steal.
That is a really good deal. It is a very good deal. I'm gonna start with my first one, which is, it's what I have poured in my glass right now. I fell in love with this the first time I tried it. So I'm a big fan of Nulu in general, but this Nulu toasted barrel, or toasted batch, this is a Texas exclusive at 117.2 proof. This is batch number 3. We got this, thank you, Mr. Joe Haley. He was traveling and was able to pick this up and ship it to me. Absolutely one of the best toasted barrels I have tried in a very long time.
I was about to say that. With all the toasted bourbons and whiskeys that are out floating around, this, for me, probably for you, hands down, probably the best toasted that we've had.
Oh yeah, and I love Woodford Reserve Double Oak. I love 1910. I love so many double oaks. I love this one. Tops them all for me right now. The toasted marshmallow, the caramel, the oiliness, the creaminess. It's got great mouthfeel, phenomenal long finish. And you can pick this up for like $89, $80 to $90.
Yeah. Next on the list, Jack Daniel's Triple Mash.
This shocked us.
This really did. You guys have heard, we've talked about this in the past. This made a couple of our other lists. This is from Jack Daniel's, and most of you know that I'm not a big fan of Jack Daniel's, but when they dropped this and Bonded at the same time. We tried Bonded first. It was a meh. We were kind of scared to try this one too, because it's like, is this also going to be a meh? Does Jack Daniel's only make meh? But we gave it the old college try, and by God, were we wrong as hell.
Yeah.
This is super good.
I'll admit it, I was totally off.
Totally off. I judged the book by its cover. I saw it said Jack Daniel's. I'm like, that's gonna taste like shit. Now I'm gonna tell you, it doesn't though. This has actually replaced my old daily sipper. My old daily sipper was Old Granddad 114. I still go back to it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But this right here has replaced it, because this is a staple now in the Jack Daniel's collection. It's still trying to make its way out to most of the stores as a permanent release.
Yeah.
Super delicious, 100 proof. Now they did ship us 50 milliliters. These are only 700 milliliter bottles, which is crazy, but maybe somebody that doesn't know how to count or went to public school works there and was like, oh, oops, I accidentally made a 700 milliliter bottle.
All right, so next one, it's a staple on the shelf. Old Forester 1920. I mean, you can find it anywhere.
As you can tell.
The prices have gone up on this a little bit in the last year or so, just like everything else. And I think it's, most of the places around here is about 60 to 65 now.
Yeah. It
used to be like 52, 53 a year or so ago. It's gone up a little bit. For $60-ish for 115 proof, as good as 1920 is, readily available anywhere you go, you can find it. It's great. I mean, I think that everybody knows it's great, but I think there's so much hitting the market now. I don't know, maybe it's just us. Maybe it's just me that I've kind of gotten like, I put it in the back and just like forgot about it because there's all this new stuff.
There's a ton of new stuff, yeah.
Ton of new stuff. Every time I pull this back, I'm like, God almighty, why aren't I drinking more of this? And then you would have money left over. You would have a really, really good bottle of bourbon and have money left over.
And then go pick up one of these.
Yeah,
if they have it. Or you can go pick up one of these and have even more change to go get a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
This is Benchmark Foolproof. This stuff is $22, $25, depending on location. This is 125 proof. It's so good. It's butterscotch dessert.
Yes.
Now, we just did a review on this. You click the little tabby bit up here to watch it. Did not realize this was that good. We cracked this up on a live stream after we had finished a blind, so our palates were kind of out of whack. And we tried this and we're like, oh, it's pretty good. You know, I mean, it does what it does, you know what I'm saying? And no, we tried it for the review after our palates had been cleansed. What the hell are we thinking?
I'm serious.
Why didn't we praise this more than we should have?
This is going to be making a lot of lists in the future. Yeah. Benchmark, holy crap, guys. We got this bottle down in Georgia.
Ray J got us this bottle.
Yeah,
right?
Ray J got us this bottle down in Georgia while he was
Shout out to Ray J.
It's the distribution on it is still a little bit, but what Benchmark's doing,
yeah, for $25. It's price.
Phenomenal value.
Stupid. They should be charging. No, I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want them to be like, oh yeah, we probably should charge more than $25. Please don't charge more than $25.
Seriously. All right, so we'd be remiss not to put this on the list. It's very difficult to come by, at least around us. Now, other places in the country, it is not difficult to come by. We got to put it on the list.
Sure.
Weller 107. We on Buffalo Trace products a lot.
Because of the price and the availability.
Exactly. Not because of what it is. Just like Benchmark. Benchmark's Buffalo Trace. It's freaking phenomenal.
Yep.
It's hard for us to find. Weller products. They are very, very good. Remember, this 107 is phenomenal. It is delicious.
Yes, it's pretty dang good.
Yeah. But it's hard to find. Now, most places you can find it, you're gonna be able to find it well under $100. Even if they're marking the price up on it, you should be able to find it under $100. If you can find it and you find it close to retail, which is gonna be under $100, pick it up. Next time we find another bottle of this under $100, I'm grabbing it. Of course, all the Weller products are weeded, come in 107 proof. There's a reason everybody hunts it. There's a reason everybody talks about it. There's a reason why Weller is so sought out. It's good.
Speaking of Weller Special Reserves or Green Label. This is well under $100 and it's reasonably available and it's delicious. What more criteria do you need to be on a list?
All the blinds we put it in, I always rank this as like my top 1 or 2.
This makes the list, honestly, because it makes all 3 criteria.
All right, so this one is well under $100, but it's got to make the list because I think it's just freaking phenomenal. Now, this is a new bottle, it hasn't been opened yet. Knob Creek 9-year.
Because you killed the 2 before it in about a week.
Not a week.
Sorry, a week and a couple days.
You know what? I think Fred Minnick said it that this will beat most allocated bottles out there. I don't disagree with him.
Yeah.
I mean, this is readily available anywhere you go. You can pick this, this is a 1 liter bottle. It's under $40. Delicious.
Yeah. The 3 criteria.
Yeah. It will beat most allocated bottles. This will beat bottles that are 2 or 3 times as much. And it's just solid and you can find it everywhere.
Yes.
And it's consistent. That's why this would make so many lists for me, is because this is consistent. I know when I grab a Knob Creek 9-year, I know exactly what I'm getting no matter where I get it.
Exactly.
Love it. So good.
We're gonna switch gears for a little bit real quick and we're gonna go into a rye, specifically Sagamore Double Oaked Rye. All right, so there's 4 criteria here. Under $100, super good, readily available.
Yeah.
And the bottle is hella cool.
It really is.
Can we make it separate? Is it too late to do that? Can we make a separate criteria for bottle being hella cool? This is one of the dopest bottles in the industry, I believe. It's just so unique. I mean, they have Sagamore. It's like we forgot the name of what we're drinking because they got it everywhere. Sagamore. They got this 1919, which forgot what it means, but it's on there. It's super cool, and it's good juice. It really is.
It really is. It's absolutely delicious. It's hands down one of my favorite ryes out there, period. Yeah. So, last but certainly not least, Henry McKenna 10-year. Single barrel bottled and bond.
It's hella good.
God.
I feel really bad. It's not it is our fault for forgetting that it's a single barrel product and every barrel's different. Yeah. You got the, do you have the old bottle?
Yes I do actually.
Let's look at that. Can you see the difference in in how dark they are?
Yeah, there's a noticeable difference. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but there is a noticeable difference in the
It's like 6 shades darker this one is. It's really good, and it translates to the taste and the smell as well. It's totally redeemed itself.
Yes.
In those bourbon guys' eyes.
This is the thing I used to complain about because the aforementioned bottle is not that great. Used to pay for, years ago, I used to pick these up for $25 to $29 a bottle. I kept them in all the time. Hell, I used to use it as a mixer in my old fashions. It was phenomenal, but it was cheap. I could pick it up and it was great. To elevate my old fashions, it was a great bottle and it was cheap and I didn't think anything about it. Then Mr. Fred Minnick decided to name it like Whiskey of the Year a couple of times, and all hell broke loose, and the price went through the roof, and then all the other crap. Right now, if you can pick it up at $55 to $65 a bottle, that's a good price.
You're doing pretty good.
Yeah, and I'm seeing it pretty readily available. It's coming in stock in most places. It's still kind of allocated. You're gonna have to hunt for it a little bit, but not too much. I mean, I see most places get it in stock at least once a month.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't have to pay about 60-ish. Last but not least, that is phenomenal.
Yeah, pick it up.
Hey, by the way, if you like what we're doing, hit that like button and notification bell so you know when we're dropping new content every week. And if you want to see some behind the scenes shenanigans, check out Patreon right down there.
Check it out. I'm gonna get you. Guys, if you enjoyed watching this video, check out our top 5 go-tos right now. It'll be right here.
Those are the ones that we're hitting up. If we're grabbing a bottle, those are the 5 we're grabbing right now.
Yeah, we have 3 seconds before this video ends.
Yeah.
Hurry up, let's go.